morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, let's get my shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Ismail Bajwa. Ismail was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a neat new car for you today. This is actually really neat because it has something special I haven't seen on this grade of cars before, but I'll go into that here shortly. This is the Haiboxing 12895. Now, what is the 12895? It is a four-wheel drive truggy, as you can see here. It has independent suspension, actually a very nicely designed car for this, but and an on-off switch. But what makes it special as compared to other cars out there is it has a two-way switch here. You press this here and it goes into high gear. It has low and high gear in effect. There's a servo in there, and I can't show you right now. I'm going to have to show you this when I get home, and I'll include pictures here shortly, overlay pictures. But underneath this, inside here, there is another servo in addition to the servos for the steering that controls switching from low to high speed gears. Okay, that's kind of innovative for this grade of it's a toy grade, although they say it's hobby grade. It's still a toy grade because it has brushed motor, and that's a 390 brush motor, very common motor in there. But other than having that brushed motor, everything else about it is more or less hobby grade. Okay, the bottom plate here seems to be metal. Okay, everything on the bottom, actually nicely designed bottom that I'm looking here. We've got ball bearings and drive shaft, independent suspension on each of these wheels, oil-filled shocks, spare tire. You get a spare tire, decorative spare tire, and this large 2S 1500 milliamp hour battery. Now, one thing about this 1500 milliamp hour battery, I got to tell you, folks, is it has this unusual connector that I had a heck of a time taking apart once I plugged it in. So what I recommend doing is getting out your wife's emery board or a little small file and filing down the edges of this thing to make it easier to pull out, because it was almost impossible to remove once you plugged it in as it came out of the box. Let's go over the controller. The controller for this, it has steering trim, and it does have throttle trim for the steering. And it has steering reverse and on-off switch here. But again, what's special about it is this button right here to select between low and high gear. That is unusual for a racing car or a RC car. Have a low and high gear in this price range. So let's give it a drive and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this drive. Okay, we'll start off by plugging it in. Again, before you guys out there plug yours in, make sure you file out down the sides of its plug, the battery plug, or else you will be having a heck of a time like me unplugging it after you're done, after the drive. So that's what I did, folks. Now, it has an on-off switch also, so we're going to turn it on. And turning on the transmitter. And checking the steering. And let's try it. Now, right now, I think I'm in low gear. We're going through the grass first. This is supposedly dirt and water resistant, so it shouldn't have any problems here in the grass. Okay, let's press that button and see what happens. Okay, that is low gear. The other one was high gear. So this is low gear. That's full throttle, folks. And then that's high gear. Now, of course, we're going to be driving in high gear. Okay, let's come out of the grass. Let's go into the dirt. In the sand first. See if it's a sand buggy. See if it likes sand. I'm not hearing any grinding, so it doesn't seem to have a problem with sand. Okay, let's go over in the dirt here and see how it does in the dirt. I'm seeing if I can turn it over. Doing my famous donuts. Okay, we're going to bring it in high speed and turn. Nope, it doesn't turn. It doesn't flip. At least in the dirt it don't. Doing a good job. I like these dirt buggies. I like kicking up the dirt. Okay, let's flip low speed. Back to low speed. Low gear. You know, this low gear, I guess, would be good for crawling. Let's try crawling. Going back to high speed first. Let's go over here, try some crawling. Oh, I forgot to mention, I forgot to show you too. This really lights up nicely at night, folks. It has nice LED bars on the top there that really lights its way at night. Does a real good job at night. So, bring it back. Now, let's try crawling. Go into low gear. Low gear. Let's see, crawl. Do some crawling. Wow. It's actually not bad as a crawler. That's why you would want this gear. Well, go over that? No. Yeah, maybe. That's about it. That rock was too big for it. Coming down this way. Got stuck on a twig there. Try that crawling again. Yeah, got stuck. Okay, that's enough crawling. Going back to high speed. Let's try its range. They're saying 100 meters. I don't know about that. Let's try the steering trim too. Oh, you know, I got throttle trim on this too. That means going down. I can't get the steering centered. There we go. That's centered. Okay. Yeah, it's about 100 meters there. I'm not going to keep. It's too late. Right about 100 meters. We lose it. Actually, that's about 80 meters, I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe 90. Let's see if I can get it back in again. Keep going. There we go. I got it again. Now, I'm going to increase the throttle trim. Turn it up all the way. This is full speed, folks. Full speed. Does a great job. So this is a great dirt buggy. Kids love, yeah. Kids of all ages love doing this. Kicking up dirt and doing donuts. And this car can do it. No, I'm not hearing any noise from the gears. Let's double check that. Sound fine to me. So we didn't get any dirt in any of those gears. Again, that's full throttle trim forward. I'm going to turn down the throttle trim so we at least have some backward movement. There we go. Got backward now. Let's try jumps. Going over the lip here. Let's set ourselves up for a jump. Ready, set. Great car. This is actually a pretty cool car. Yeah, they call it hobby grade, but again, it's brushed motor. But everything else about it seems to be hobby grade, except for the motors. But then again, 390 motors are dirt cheap. Not hard to replace. So if the motor does burn out, I think they're only $8 to tell you the truth. A 390 motor. So that's not really an issue, even though it's brushed motor car. Let's go over the jump again. Great car. Oh boy, I'm having fun with this one. Vroom, vroom. Kicking dirt up, kicking sand up. Ah, there we go. It's first turnover, but I was on a hill. That's not. It was turning on a hill, so it has an excuse. No, I didn't want to hit that tree. Went through grass. Don't seem to care. And it's not flipping in grass either. And high-speed turns. I'm having a ball with this one. This is going to be a gift, folks. I'm not giving this one away. I have somebody in mind for this one. Because it is working so well. Working really well. Working really, really well. Going off in the field. So I'm not going to run the battery down all the way. I want to save that battery. But all in all, this is not a shabby car at all. This is a nice vehicle. Nice, really nice, actually. So we're going to call it quits here. Let's bring it in. Now, send it down this field one more time. Holding up the stick. See how far we can go. About 60, 70 meters right now. Turning, bringing it back in. Bringing it back in and calling it quits. So, not a bad car. The Haiboxing 12895. There, I got it nice and dirty. Didn't care about the dirt. Did a real good job. So I hope you enjoyed this drive. This is Quadcopter 101 with the Haiboxing 12895. Signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.